deeper dive. Let me get to my live stream. I like to watch the live stream. All right, let's go to my live stream. Where we at? Okay. What is moderation? All right, yeah, moderation's cool. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm back in, and I had to go a deeper dive on this because some of you guys may have seen, last week, I was doing some verses and stuff like this, and I did this Hancock and Omni Man, two characters that I really kind of dig. Like they're in that Superman mold, right? Where they have the whole, they're basically the guys who are the flying tank, right? Like the strength, you could fly, invulnerability. Like we know it's a traditional, the traditional set, right? So initially when I did it, I kind of laid it out. I was really looking at both their power sets, and again, these are two characters I like, and I'm just trying to put together a scenario under which these guys are going to duke it out, right? And to me, once I really looked at it, a lot of this is based on Omni Man's like on screen. I've seen you get down. Like a lot of it's based on what we see from Omni Man when he faces his like version of Justice League. Um, he's brutal, man. I mean, he's tearing people apart, like literally tearing people apart. Now, a person did bring up to me that Hancock shoved a dude up another dude's ass, shoved a dude's head up another guy's ass, and that is like that's gruesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That was one of the more gruesome like punishments. Like I don't know how this, I don't know who it's worse for. I don't know who it's worse for. I mean, I guess it's worse if you have your head in the dude's ass, but I'm not really sure. It was a horrific thing. I hated to see it, so I'm gonna admit that. However, I'm assuming that these guys lived, right? I'm assuming at least the head up there guy lived, or unless you couldn't breathe. How did they even get that separated, man? Anyway, all right. So that's a deeper dive into a whole different thing. Okay. What I was seeing though out of Omni Man was just like a level of brutality that I don't think I was ever used to seeing out of like now it's a little more standard, but I really don't remember seeing that level of brutality in anime like that, right? I'm used to watching Justice League and X Men, so it was kind of it was out there, right? And you can see he's blood covered. So from a mentality standpoint, I feel like Omni Man's more mentally into what he's doing, which would be trying to take your life. And this is really the biggest thing. Like I had a big knock against Hancock, and I want all this to be laid out under the backdrop of I actually do like Hancock as a character. I like this character. I thought Will Smith did a good job with it. I thought it was a cool character. I'm glad when he got his legit costume. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I don't know if there's another one coming or not. Like I don't know why you waiting 10 years or however long it's been in between movies. But all that aside, okay, I thought Hancock was a good character. Why I still believe that he like, and I understand. I did a little research. I understand that he's like 3,000 years old. It looks like he may go back to like the Roman Empire is where he's coming from. So I don't know if he's supposed to be like the manifestation of a deity, right, or what he's supposed to be. But it seems like he's extremely long lived. Like we see his powers on display, right? So I kind of get it. I absolutely do get it. Okay. Here's my problem, and I'm gonna visually. I had to bring visual aids. Okay. This is my issue with Hancock in this fight. Okay. An image that we all know very well, right? Drunk Hancock, right? We've all seen the image of drunk Hancock flying around the city all boozy, right? And it's not that I would think that if he's got to fight against Omni Man that I don't think he's boozing it up at this point, right? Like I'm going with the new cleaned up Hancock, right? Boozy Hancock, I don't think you would stand a chance. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. Um, but I'm assuming, this is a character thing. I know the brother was going through some stuff. Now he's got his feet back under it, so he's a lot better. He's accepted his role as a hero, and he's doing a lot better now. So he's not going to be drinking. But the problem is that you can get drunk. You can get drunk off of Earth liquor, right? The same stuff that would get my uncle drunk is the same stuff that get your weakness is the same as my uncle's, right? Your weakness can be bought for like $35, right? This is not like a rare element that I have to go find out. If I want to get you, I can get you drunk. and it doesn't seem like it takes a lot. Like I know he's got that bottle of whiskey, maybe at a case. Like I don't think that Hancock necessarily drinks more than what my uncle does. And I'm being perfectly honest with you guys here. I'm not making any jokes. I don't feel like your consumption was out of line with what my uncle's consumption of alcohol would be in order to get him drunk. So now, based on what we saw, I'm drawing some different lines here. Based on what we saw in the Marvel universe with Thor, who's also essentially the same. You're different, but your constitution's the same as like one of these Superman or approaching Superman kind of level guys, right? Like these extra super strength guys, right? And Thor doesn't get drunk off our spirits, right? Thor has to get that Asgardian stuff that was just knocking people back left and right. Like humans couldn't. Like remember he had Stan Lee toe up in the Avengers movie, and Thor always, I've seen Thor in college. He's got like a, cask full of ale and whatever he's got to get where he's going. But he's not getting drunk just like us. This is different than when Tony Stark was going through his alcohol issues, right? So my central issue here is that if Hancock can get drunk off of regular spirits, I don't think you're as tough as say that level character. I think that kind of puts you down just a notch below what these other guys are on. So that's how I'm coming out in this one, man. I'm coming out firmly that if you're getting drunk off the same stuff my uncle's getting drunk off of, well, I mean I can't call you all that tough. So that's where I'm going with it. I just had to come back, dig that deeper dive in. Trying to obviously get some of the live sessions going pretty good, and we'll get there. But as always, please, go to the channel, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on these, and I will be back with updates if somebody changes